Hello everybody, this is Melman here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get an Echo Toys train smoking again. A lot of times when you buy these Echo Toys trains, the smoke unit will be all dried up and it won't smoke anymore. I mean, it doesn't mean that your unit's bad, it just means that it's dried up in there from sitting around for who knows how long, not being used, or nobody putting any more oil in it. You know, there's instructions underneath. Give you a minute to read that. Now, I will say, do not use cooking oil. You see how that says of any cool cooking oil? No, cooking oil will not work. What you will need, and I've gotten questions about this quite a bit lately. What you're going to need is 3-in-1 household oil. You can buy this stuff at Walmart. That's where I bought this bottle. And I believe, I've never looked for it in there, but I do think I have seen it in the auto parts stores. But a small story on this engine before I take it apart here. This is actually a new engine in my collection. Tender not included. That's a tender I've had for a long time. A spare tender. But this I actually bought for parts. It's called a Baby Bagosh by Osh. I don't know. It's really weird. I mean, I don't know when Echo produced this one. I've never seen this before, but I actually got it for parts. You know, it's missing the rods, but the rest of it's in really nice condition. I almost hate to use it for parts, and I have tested it. It actually runs great. So I don't think I'm going to use it for parts. You know, I'm saying that kind of blindly right now, because if I really did need parts for one of my other engines, I probably would dismantle this one anyway and use it. So anyway, to get into it, what you're going to need is a small screwdriver, not the big one, the small one. And you're going to remove the cab right there. I'm going to set you down so you can see. They're very stiff. Need the shoot. Also should have brought some WD-40 just to give it a little bit of a squirt on all 4 of those screws. I don't know the model on this engine. It's definitely not one of the first ones. As Echo produced the engines that operated with the push button instead of, and they produced the engines with the reverse 1990 through 97. And I've heard before that Echo came back for a very brief period of time and made an engine in 2007. I've seen it before. It's a black engine. Man, those are stuck. Look at the screw right here. I don't know how well you can see that. I'm going to come back and get some WD-40. Just my luck. We don't have any WD-40. We got PB Blaster. See if, as I said, you're just going to need a little bit. It's going to be hard to do this. Yeah, those screws are just so froze up. Let that sit just a minute. I mean, the screws are so tight that it is literally twisting the handle off of the screwdriver. You might know it when I go to do a video. There's got to be something, as we say, janked that happens. Finally go to do a video and something has to happen like this. It's turning. I mean, dang. See, look at that. Screwdriver broke. Alright, I went out and found the correct screwdriver that I usually use. I couldn't find it earlier. It's this one. So I should be able to get it out. I also may end up doing a part 2 on this video because it's running way longer than intended. This doesn't ever usually happen to me. I also found this one that I've used before. I think this is the one I really needed. I'm very sorry, folks. This doesn't usually happen. It's going to be, I think this is going to be a parts engine yet. But yeah, just so you're aware, this may be a part 2. This is part 1. Yeah, they're coming out. I think that oil probably helped a little bit. I mean, these screws were so tight. No lie. See, there's just dirt and grit on those screws. Now, this one, you can really see it. Alright, so you take the cab off. Like that. Set that to the side. And then you got 2 screws up here. Got one there and one on the other side. Now, there is a bad thing about it is they put the Echo logo stickers on the front right here where a number plate would be if this were a real steam locomotive. And sadly, when you do that, you're going to lose the sticker. But, you know, It is what it is. I mean, I have actually taken the boilers off of here before to do this, and sometimes they end up not peeling off and tearing. Like, look, that came off good. I may end up saving that one. But most of the time, they will tear and you can't use them. You can't put them back on there again. Anyway, take these out. This is the messed up screwdriver. Yeah, I haven't posted any videos for a while because things have been kind of crazy here lately. We've had a lot of breakdowns with cars and lawnmowers, and just about everything you can think of here has broke down. I also have couple cars I want to do videos on. Got a 1966 Plymouth Valiant. It's got the 225 slant 6. It's been an off and on project for a long time now, and this year I wanted to get it painted. And I've also got a 1990 Cadillac Seville, and that thing started, it's got some kind of knock in the engine that started yesterday. So, I mean, it's just been great. It's just been crazy. All right, so that comes off. Normally, sometimes it will not pull. It won't. I'm very sorry. Sometimes it will not move. Like when you take the boiler loose, it will not slide forward. You kind of have to play with it a little bit, and sometimes you break these tabs. Well, that came off very easy. I have to say, I've never had one come off that easy. So that's working pretty great. All right, next thing you do is you move it easy. You don't want to get any wires off solder, because sometimes in the factory they do a terrible job. Tilt it up. Trying to get a good angle. All right. There's a little tube right there that connects to the smoke unit. There's a fan inside here, inside this box, that operates the whistle. That the fan is spinning inside there and creates air and blows through that hole, and when that little tab goes up, that's the whistle sound. Well, that tube right there is connected to the smoke unit. And you know, as I've said, when they sit around for a while and nobody's put any oil in there, it dries up and stops working. But a way that you can is you take this off easy. Well, if other things cooperate with you, you take that off. That's it. Had to be careful with the wires. And you blow through that. Here, I'm going to blow through this tube. Like that. Give it some good blows. Then you put the tube back on the smoke unit here. like that. All right, and don't put anything back together just yet. All right, next thing, there's a tiny little screw inside this hole right here. And you take that out. That's where you put the oil in. You don't never put your oil down directly down the hole where the smoke comes from. That will ruin your smoke unit. Also, I apologize for the mess back here. This is my my dad's office. So, yeah, that is not me. Personally, I would never let my office get like this. All right, it's out. Tilt it like that. All right, screws out. And what you're going to do now is connect your power source together. Plug the tender in. And move you back a little bit. All right, I'm going to take one of these screwdrivers and kind of jack it up a little bit so the engine doesn't run around all over the place. All right, and I'm going to turn it on. And as it's sitting here running and the unit's warming up, I'm going to slowly add drops of oil. So let's get started here. It's in reverse. Slowly. There also might be times while you're adding the oil, you might have to blow down this hole a little bit. This hole, like blow over the top of it a little bit, so that the oil goes all the way down the hole. We'll turn the whistle off for now. Two more drops. I see it. I see it. Oh, it came off the jack. And another thing you can do, another tip, is turn off this whistle every now and then. And turn it back on. That way the air blows up through the stack when you turn the whistle on, and when you turn it off, it ceases the air. So that way you don't have to take the boiler off and blow back through the tube again. It's working though, I see the smoke. Yeah, but you can blow the whistle by hand if you have to. I mean, I would recommend it because when you turn the whistle on, it, as I said before, it blows the air up through the stack. It's working. That is awesome, guys. I love it. Yep, the unit was dry. Plumb dry. But you see when I turn the whistle on, how it stops there for a minute? That's because the air is blowing through the stack. I'm going to add a few more drops and then I'm going to stop. Because if you add too much oil, it's going to ruin the unit. And you got to be patient when you do this. I'm blowing through the hole, the smoke, the oil hole here. All right, so that's how you do it. That's how you can get a Echo Toys train smoking again after it's dried up after a while. I do have another locomotive that it's one of my other Echo Toys trains that has a unit, but it doesn't smoke. That's the 1989 Echo Toys train that has the red boiler. It doesn't smoke right now, so I got to do this to it. But yeah, I hope this helps some of y'all out there that have one of these and it doesn't smoke. And again, you need 3-in-1 household oil. Do not buy cooking oil because that doesn't work. So yeah, I appreciate you watching. And and I'm going to be doing some more updates on that New Bright train that I got that I'm going to try to get running again. I got a parts locomotive for that. I was able to find one for, I might have overpaid slightly on it, but eBay sellers, they're hard to deal with. They seem to want way too much for something. For, you know, they seem to rip you off wanting some kind of ridiculous price for whatever. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to use this engine as a parts engine unless I really, really need to, because I mean, it's all I have of this is just the locomotive. I mean, I would run that tender with it. But anyway, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Over and out. Have a good day.